So it is made from special molding sand. It is made from special molding sand and baked in oven. It is baked in oven. Okay. See what are the advantages of core. Okay. So here we are having a few advantages of core. To provide internal holes and cavities. Provide internal holes and cavities. And intricate castings can be produced. Intricate means irregular shapes. Castings can be produced. Core may be used as a part of mold. Core may be used as a part of mold. To improve the strength of the mold surface. To improve the strength of mold surfaces. Used as a part of gating system. Okay, so this core is also used as a gating system. So a desired property. What are the desired properties of core? Okay, see here the sufficient strength to withstand the force of molten metal. So if you use the core, so which should be withstand the force of molten metal. Okay, high permeability. So it has high permeability. So it has a good collapsibility. It has a good collapsibility. Has a high refractoriness. High refractoriness. Okay. See here we have various types of cores. Okay. So according to materials used. Okay. So according to the materials used, so these cores are divided into two types, that is green sand core and dry sand core. So green sand core are prepared by the green sand. This is used for prepare the green sand. Dry sand core, these are prepared by the synthetic sand. These are prepared by the synthetic sand, baked in oven. Baked in oven. So inserted in the mold. Okay, that is about the dry sand core. So according to the position of core. Okay, so according to the material used and according to the position of core. So again this is divided into various types, that is a horizontal core and vertical core, balanced core, cover core, hanged core, and wing core, ram up core, and kiss core. Okay, so these are the various types of cores. So the first one is a horizontal core. Okay, this core is of cylindrical form. This core is of cylindrical form, used to produce circular holes. Used to produce circular holes. They placed horizontally in the mold. Placed horizontally in the mold. This is about the horizontal core. So same as vertical core. So placed vertically in the mold. Placed vertically in the mold. So used to produce vertical hole in the mold. So used to produce vertical hole in the mold. A taper is provided on the core. A taper is provided on the core. That is about the vertical core. And the next one is a balanced core. Okay, off core is kept in the mold and off core in the sand. Okay, so it is a balanced. Okay, 50% in the core in the mold and remaining 50% in the sand. Okay, so used to produce the blind holes of the molds. Okay, in order to produce the blind means off. Okay, so to produce the holes, so use at the time you use a balanced core. So here in order to balance the core, we use the chaplets. Okay, so which is used to support the core. Okay, so here the chaplets are there. So the purpose of chaplet is used to support the core. This is a very very important. What is the purpose of chaplets? Okay, chaplet is used to support the core. Okay, so here you are able to see the chaplets. Okay, so chaplet is used to support the core. Okay, and then next cover core. Okay, so mounted on the drag. Okay, it is mounted on drag, supported by fillets. Okay, so it is supported by fillets. So cover core, so mounted on the drag and supported by the fillets. Okay, and then a hanging core. Okay, so then another type of core is hanging core. This core hangs from the cope. Okay, this core hangs from cope. It is supported by the fillets in drag. It's supported by the fillets in drag. So that is called hang core. Okay, so this core hangs from cope. From the cope it will be hangs. Okay, and the next one is wing core. Okay, this core is used when the hole is required. So this core is used when the hole is required. The above or below parting line. Above or below parting line. It is also called as stop off core. It is also called as stop off core. So this core is used when the hole is required. So above or below the parting line. This is also called as stop off code. Then next type of code is ram up code. Okay, to set in the mold along with the pattern, set in the mold along with the pattern, used to make the holes in inaccessible position, used to make a hole in inaccessible position. So that is about the ram up code. And the next one is kiss core. Okay, this core is held between the cope and drag. So this type of core is called kiss core. So like that, the various types of core were used according to the position and according to the according to the position of cores, and then according to the materials used. So here materials used green sand and dry sand, and then according to the position there is a various position, that is a horizontal, vertical, balanced, cover, hanger, wing up, wing core, and ram up, and last one is kiss core. These are the various types of cores based on its position. Okay, and then next topic is so hand molding tools used in foundry. Okay, so here we have the various hand molding tools used. Okay, so in order to make the casting objects, we require the tools. Okay, so what are the tools generally we requires for making the casting objects? Okay, see here the first one is a molding flask. Okay, so it is used for small castings. Okay, it is used for small castings. It is made up of wood or metal frames. It is made up of wood or a metal frame. Okay, it made in two parts. Okay, one is scope, another one is drag. Okay, so it is a rigid frame. Okay, so upper part we can call as a scope and bottom part we can call as a drag. So if it is two flask. Okay, suppose if it is a 3-piece flask, so upper part is scope, bottom part is called drag, and middle one is called cheek. That is okay. So so it is used next molding boxes. Okay, so it is used for the last castings. Okay, it is made up of wooden frame, just we see in slide. So it is made up of wooden frames. So then next one is molding board. Okay, so molding board, it is a smooth wooden board. So the pattern is placed on the board. Okay, the pattern is placed on the board. The molding box is also placed on it. Okay, molding box is also placed on it. Molding sand is poured and rammed to make and compact. Okay, that is about the molding board. Okay, so where the complete operation will be carried on the molding board itself. Okay, and next one is a shovel. So it is used for mixing and tempering the sand. It is used for mixing and tempering the sand. It is used for loading the sand into the flask or boxes. Okay, so it is mixing and tempering the molding sand. Okay, used for loading the sand into the flask. Okay, and the next one is a riddle. So a sieve of wire mesh, fitted into the wooden frame. Sieve of wire mesh fitted into the wooden frame, used for screening the molding sand. Used for screening the mold sand. Okay, the riddle used for screening the sand. Okay, and the next one is the rammer is there. So made up of hardwood. It is made up of hardwood as a flat end for pressing the sand. So other end has the pin for pressing the sand into the sides. Okay, so that is called a rammer. Okay, it's a rammer having the two parts. One is a pin, another one is a butt. So there is a butt is a flat which is used for pressing the sand, and pin is a sharp end, so which is used for pressing the sand into the sides. Okay, so that is about the rammers. And next one is the trowel. It is used for smoothing and patching the surface of the mold. So used for cleaning the surfaces. The blade is made up of mild steel and fitted in the handle. Okay, so in general the machines are generally use this type of tool. Okay, so for patching works. And then next one is the slicks. So has a flat surface on one end and spoon on the other end. Okay, so one side is flat, another one side is like spoon type. Okay, so it is used for patching and smoothing the mold. Okay, then the lifter. So another type of tool is what, a lifter. So it has a small rectangular flat surfaces on one end. Okay, so it's made up of mild steel. mild steel used for repairing the mold, and for removing the sand particles generally after removing the pattern from the mold, so some particles will be dropped down into the mold cavity. So that mold cavity will be removed by using a tool called a lifter. Okay, so by using the lifter we can able to lift the mold from sand from the mold cavity. And the next one is the bellows. Okay, see here we have the bellows is there, so it is used to blow the excess parting sand in the mold. Okay, it's used to send the air into the mold. Okay, so made a leather bag fitted into the wooden frame. Okay, that is bellows. Okay, so exerting the air into the mold cavity. So the next one is the strike out bar. This is also able to see in machines, near the machines in this tool. So it is made up of wood or metal with a straight edge. It's made up of wood or metal with a straight edge. It is used for cutting extra sand. So leveling the top surface. Okay, sorry, leveling the top surfaces of the mold. Okay, for that we use this extra sand. We used to cut the extra sand. And the next one is the vent rods. Okay, a steel wire or rod with sharp pointed edge. Okay, used for making small holes in the sand of the mold. Molding sand. So molten metal escapes from these holes. That is called vent rods. And next one is a sprue pins. Okay, a tapered wooden peg used for cutting risers through which gases escapes. That is called a sprue pin. Okay, it is also called as a riser. So the next tool is gate cutter. So it is made up of sheet metal bent into U shapes. It is made up of sheet metal. It is made with the sheet metal bent in U shapes. Okay, used for cutting the gate in the mold. Okay, so after making the mold, in order to cut the gates. Okay, so from the riser into the mold cavity, so the passage is there. So the passage is called gate. Okay, gate is used as a passage. So the molten metal from the this riser is directly entered into the mold cavity through gates. Okay, this type of system is called gating system. Okay, gate is a passage, is entry into the molten metal is entry into the mold cavity. Okay, so that is the next one is a swab. Okay, a soft brush. Okay, it is a soft brush used for moisturizing the sand around the pattern. And the next one is the draw spikes. Okay, used to lift the pattern from the mold. That is called draw spikes. Then next one is a wrapper. So a fork shaped rod. Okay, so drives the drop pins into the pattern. Then lifting plates. Okay, so made up of iron, used to lift the pattern from the mold. That is called lifting plates. Then next one is the clamps. Okay, used for locking the cope and drag together. Okay, that is called clamps. And then next other type of tool is a mallet. Okay, so it is a wooden hammer used for loosening the pattern from the mold by applying the blows. Okay, blows on the pattern, so the pattern may get loose. Okay, so it is a soft material. It is made of the wooden hammer. Okay, so that is. And next is spirit level. So used for aligning the flasks. Okay, we are testing the levels. Next, water sprinkler. Okay, so used for sprinkle the water to wet the molding sand. Okay, so it is just like a jar or bucket. So it is stored with the water. Just you can drop down. So automatically the water will be comes in the form of sprinkle. So that sprinkle water will be sprayed on the sand. Okay, that sand get the wet. Okay, so in order to while mixing the sand. Okay, so these are the various tools used in the foundry. Okay, so with these tools we can going to make the molding process. Okay, So tomorrow we'll discuss the next topic or continuation with this topic. Okay. So thank you.